Oh, was a good weekend. Yeah, good times. So I'm watching some stuff from this finally. I'm in the middle of watching The Old Dark House. Probably gonna finish it up now, actually. Yes, don't mess with the dragons. Stoudman immediately starts messing with the dragons. So, yeah, it's funny. I saw this kind of cucky thread on bluray.com when they were talking about that set. Just, users talking about it, not reviewers. But saying how, like, oh, yeah, when I found out that it was from Mill Creek, I didn't bother because, they have a history of anemic bit rates, okay? Not with their Blu-rays. They think that every single release from Mill Creek is of the same level of quality as their like 50 movie sets. It's like, no, they have different tiers of stuff. Their Blu-rays are actually quite good. I mean, those are all dual layer discs. They're BD50s, and I checked the bit rate randomly throughout the movie. It hovers around 20K. You know, 20K kilobits per second. That's good. That's a good bit rate. So I don't know. People are just think they know stuff when they don't, or they know one thing about a company's releases and think that that applies to all of their releases. No, Mill Creek's actually been really stepping up their game lately. I mean, there's no more than 2 movies per disc in that set. Well, there's actually one disc that has 3 movies on it. That's it. And then you know, that's about it. What's a good bit rate? Well, between 20 and 30, I guess would be good. 20 and 30K. I've seen some go higher, like around 36, but but yeah, I mean 20 is perfectly acceptable. It looks good, and the quality of the transfers is good too. I mean, they didn't do any of the remastering; they just get the transfers that they're provided, much like Scream Factory does. But the one I'm looking at looks great. Bright, vibrant Technicolor, pretty clean print, film grain. Looks really good. So I think it's a hell of a value. I paid $46 US for that set. So that's like a little over what, $2 a movie? Come on. Yeah. Yeah, they're very solid budget. Well, their Blu-rays in particular, like they've really stepped up their game. Like the quality of their Blu-rays I found have been pretty good overall. I mean, sometimes they're not the greatest prints. They can be a little rough around the edges, but to me sometimes that's part of the charm. Like some of their spaghetti western Blu-rays are, there's some film damage and stuff and some scratches and whatnot, and but to me that just adds to the grittiness of the of the thing. Like I like that. I like the a spaghetti western to look a little dirty. I don't know, just works for me. That's kind of grindhousey look. And for horror films, same thing. If it looks a little dirty, that's fine. I don't mind. But these look good so far. So yeah, I look forward to checking out the rest of them. The ultimate goal is to do like a comprehensive series of reviews of the Hammer filmography, but still a few gaps I need to fill in the collection. This set definitely fills quite a few gaps, some pretty significant gaps there. So I got to go through the list and see what's left. I don't know what all is left. As low as one. Well, that's also 4K. I mean, 4K ideally should have a higher bitrate anyway because it's a lot more detail. So I mean, ideally with like DVD, you want it to hover around 8, between 6,000 and 8,000. Blu-ray, you want it between about 20,000 and 30,000, and 4K, I guess up to 50 or 60. I mean, it really just depends. I mean, generally, the higher the resolution, the higher the bit rate you want to fully take advantage of it. They fucked up the author. Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, well, now's a good time to collect Hammer because so much of it is available now. A lot of which has never been available on Blu-ray before. Some of which hasn't even been available on DVD here before. So, you know, it's a good time to be collecting it because not only can you get the vast majority of the collection, but you can get it in much nicer quality than we've ever had it before. So it's great.